Hi friends, and welcome. In this practice, we're gonna focus on some movements to help us release stress in our bodies. And movement is such a great way to meet ourselves and have an opportunity to really check into how we're feeling. So if we're feeling like we have a lot of excess energy, often movement can help us get rid of some of that excess energy and support us to have a little bit more of a clearer mind and to think in a more focused way. Now, from day to day, our energy is going to change, and that is completely normal. Some days we're a little bit more tired, and some days we're a little bit more energetic. And on the days that we feel a little bit more energetic, when you do this practice, you might increase the tempo, you might make it faster. I really trust that you're going to adapt in the way that feels best for you. Now, on the days where you're feeling a little bit low energy, maybe a little bit tired, you might want to take these movements a bit slower. I'm also going to link a restorative movement video, and those practices are really good for when we want to kind of just rest and take it really easy. Now, from moment to moment, it's going to change. So I ask of you to take this almost like an experiment and keep checking in. Hey, how does this feel? Do I need a little bit more tempo? Do I need a little bit more speed? Or could I slow it down and make it a little bit easier on myself? So we want to make sure that we're always doing what feels right in our bodies from any given time. Last thing, if we're doing this in a group of people with some of our friends, their movement might look different. And don't worry about what they're doing, right? We try to focus on what we're doing and what feels best for us. All right, so we're gonna start with some breath. And breath, love it. It's one of the best ways that we can help to kind of let go, the exhales especially. So bring your feet underneath your body in a place that feels comfortable. I like to go a little bit wider. And then we're gonna inhale to reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring your arms down beside you. Okay, let's do that a few more times. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you inhale, we try to make our breath the same length as the movement, and then exhale, arms down. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. You could even look up to your hands and exhale down. Okay, I'm gonna let us do 3 on our own. Inhale. And exhale. And choose the pace that works for you. 2 more, go for it. Okay, when you finish your last exhale, we'll bring the arms out beside us and we'll make fists with the hands. So we become a little bit strong through the arms, and then we'll bring the head around in a circle. As you bring your head around in the circle, I want you to notice if you feel any pain or any tightness or any stiffness. Right? Sometimes that's a sign that that's where we're kind of holding our stress in our bodies. And the neck is one of the places that most people hold stress. So if you're feeling things like pain, right? I invite you to make your movements or your circles a little bit smaller. Okay? So let's do a few here. One direction. And then switch directions. This time, I want you to pay a little bit more attention to what sides or what parts of your neck feel the tightest. And if you want to spend a little bit more time on one side, you can rock a bit side to side, or even a little bit forward, rock side to side. So we use this as an opportunity to kind of move through the sticky tight spots. Okay, let's do a few more. Here we go. Ooh, and then slow it down, bringing your head back to center and dropping your arms down beside you. Okay. Now from here, now we allow our arms to be lazy, 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 and we're gonna swing the arms from side to side like this. Now, remember, you can do this kind of slow. This is my laziest version of doing this. So if I'm feeling really tired, maybe I'm gonna give it not so much energy. But if I'm feeling really energetic, I might bounce a little bit more in the knees. I might swing the arms a little faster. And you can pivot your foot from side to side as well. Here we go. Can you continue noticing your breath as well? Especially the exhale breaths. Those are my favorite ones. Those are really good to let go of stuff. So you can imagine with the exhale breath, or even a sigh, that you're letting go of something. You can let go of your thoughts. You can let go of any tension that you might have in your shoulders. What are you letting go of right now? Okay, maybe you go 10% faster for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's slow it down. Whew. Let's take a moment and notice how we feel. Okay, now we're gonna bring our legs a little closer together and we'll lift one foot off the floor, just one foot off the floor. And we'll start here with one foot lifted off the floor, and the foot that's sitting on the floor, we're gonna make it really heavy. We're gonna try to soften our shoulders and maybe soften our gaze and try to find our balance. You might fall out a little bit here and there. That is so normal. If you have to bring your foot to the floor, do it. And then notice if you're holding your breath. Okay, let's switch. Lift the left leg up this time. Okay. So you might notice I'm using my hands, and that's kind of a way that I help to counterbalance. And I want us to find the easiest way that we can do this, so the least amount of energy possible. All right, 3, you've got this, keep breathing. 2, and 1, bring that foot to the floor. All right, let's try 2 more movements. I think we've got this for 2 more movements. So here we go. We're gonna lift the right leg up. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna step it back and behind us. Now, the more you step back, kind of the more difficult it is. So I want you to play with this again, right? So step back, you might step back further, you might step back further. That's way too far for me. I'm gonna come up to about here. I'm gonna come up to about here. Okay, now we'll reach the arms up overhead. And then as we exhale, bring the arms down beside us. Okay, let's do 2 more. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, down beside us. You can look down to the floor. Take 1 more. Last one. Okay, now you can slide the foot up and come back to standing. Okay, let's try the opposite side. This time, what leg lifts? I think it's the left leg lifts. Okay, and then we step it back. Now we have to decide or gauge what is the good amount of effort that we put into this. If we go too far, it's too hard, right? So we bring it in what feels like the good amount, and then bend into your front knee. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms come down beside you. Okay, 2 more. You're on your own, you've got this. Let's go. And down. Last time. And down. Okay, slide your leg up. And then come back up to standing. Okay. Whew. Now, if you want to do that last one again, sometimes it's actually easier the second time that we do it. So you pause the video, you do it again. If you're ready to move on, bringing your feet underneath your body. I like my feet touching in this one, but you can bring them a little wider if balance feels a bit tricky, and then bring your arms up overhead. As you bring your arms up overhead, we're gonna exhale over to the right. Oh, and then bring the right arm down. And inhale, come all the way back up to standing, both hands, and then left hand over. Now, I want to invite you in this moment to choose your tempo. If you want to be a little bit still here, maybe you hold to one side, you can do that. Or if you want to sway from side to side, you can do that. And the swaying adds a bit more movement, and it's good for those days where you feel a little bit like you've got a lot of energy to move through. So here we go. Here we are, 5 more seconds. And they're long seconds, as you notice, right? And as we go side to side, maybe I'll do a little bit more than 5 seconds, right? But as we go side to side, I want you to notice what's happening in your back. And where you might be holding maybe stress in your back. Okay, last time. All right, and then we'll let it go. Let's return to the first breath exercise. Inhale, reaching your arms up. And exhaling the arms down. 2 more like this. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now remember I said this was an experiment. How do you feel now in comparison to how you felt in the beginning?